Good evening, Ms. Baird. Thank you so much for taking your time today to visit with me about an important issue facing professional nursing, workplace violence against nurses in Texas.
My pleasure.
Workplace violence is estimated to impact 72% of professional nurses throughout their professional career. In a statement by the American Nurses Association in 2015, 43% of professional nurses and student nurses reported being threatened by physical or verbal assault. 24% of those were victims of assault.
Yes, violence against healthcare workers is reported to be 3 times greater than other service industries.
As 1 in 10 emergency nurses is the victim of assault every week, Texas became the 34th state to enact harsh penalties against those who inflict violence against emergency nurses. Currently, House Bill 280 calls for governmental grant funding for organizations to develop and implement innovative strategies to mitigate workplace violence. What is your position, Ms. Baer, on the legislative efforts to combat violence against nurses?
Following law enactment in 2013, violence acts against Texas emergency nurses are considered third-degree felonies. Texas House Bill 280 aims to reduce violence by allocating funds for violence prevention programs created by institutions.
Many alternatives have been postulated to reduce workplace violence. The American Nurses Association endorses organizational zero-tolerance policies. Meanwhile, the Joint Commission, Emergency Nurses Association, and American Nurses Association promote prevention training strategies. What strategies are you aware of to reduce workplace violence?
Prevention is widely considered to be most effective in reducing workplace violence. Other strategies include increasing security personnel, installation of panic alarms, mandatory reporting, and de-escalation courses.
The Emergency Nurses Association warns of underreporting of violent events by nurses. How would you recommend organizations improve reporting structures?
The American Nurses Association supports consistent management of violent events and emphasizes the importance of creating a retaliation-free workplace related to workplace violence.
As workplace violence impacts all nurses regardless of practice location, how can nurses champion future policy to protect nurses?
Professional nurses make up 3.5 million voters, the largest representation of healthcare workers. My recommendations would be to partner with key stakeholder groups to advocate for policy reform.
Thank you so much, Ms. Baer, for speaking with me. Your support for Texas House Bill 280 protects Texas nurses from workplace violence.